Hello, KJ. Good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. Here is 12:30 p.m. noon in Vancouver. How are you? So my topic today again is suchness. Suchness maybe is the simplest word to express the reality. So I paste here again the Wikipedia link. I will read. You can read from your side too. I will read for you. Suchness, or in Sanskrit, it's called Tathātā or Tathātā. I don't know how to spell and pronounce this word. Tathātā is a Buddhist term variously translated as thusness or suchness, referring to the nature of the reality, free from conceptual elaborations and subject-object distinction. So this is important, subject and object distinction, or subject-object split of consciousness. So you are conscious, I am conscious, everyone is conscious, even pet, dog, fish, animal, birds, every sentient beings are conscious. But once you're conscious, there's this fundamental ignorance. There's a subject, the observer, and object, the observed. This is the split, the first split, the primary split or distinction in the consciousness itself. Then everything happens of this distinction or split. Your life, your family, your job, your interest, your hobby, your body and mind, are all the splits starting from this first subject-object distinction. I really, really want you understand what I'm talking here. I'm talking about actually the most simplest yet complicated philosophy here. That's why I choose, this is the second time I choose this topic, Tathātā or suchness. Once you realize you're in suchness, you're fine. You released, you are freed. That's all. From all the illusions, from all the dreams, dramas, simulations, you name it. Everything is a play of consciousness. Everything is a play of consciousness starting from this split or distinction, subject and object. Tell me anything prior to this distinction. That's why this topic is so important. Every other topic are secondary to this topic, suchness, or the split between subject and object. This is the origin of the suffering. Every problem starts from this I and the other. Palestinian and Israel, Afghanistan and the US. That's a lot of split after this one. It is a significant concept. It's not a concept, it's a reality. It's a pointer to the reality. Like you can give anything like a bottle again. You have to name something, right? To describe it. This is a cell phone. Then Buddha used suchness as a pointer to describe the reality. It is also in Theravada tradition. Actually, it's not belonging to any specific tradition. It's the total understanding of reality. So it could be even Christianity can use this term as suchness. Why not? So Theravada Buddhism, Tathātā is not an unconditioned or unconstructed phenomenon. The only phenomenon which is unconstructed in Theravada is nibbana or nirvana. According to Buddha's Dasa Bhikkhu, Tathātā is merely the way things are. Yes, the way things are. That's we call suchness. So if I give you a metaphor, example is now it's raining in Vancouver. Suchness. I'm talking to you and you're listening. Suchness. Now, weather is turning cold, temperature is dropping, in Vancouver at least. Suchness. Today is cloudy. Suchness. I just finished my work. Suchness. I'm sitting in a black chair. Suchness. Everything is suchness. Yeah. There's no thing other than suchness. I really want you to understand. Everything follows laws. If you throw up something, it falls. Suchness. Anyway, it's too abstract, right? It applies to everything. You can say everything is in suchness or suchness. Crazy. Why am this Chinese looking? Suchness. Why you're different lookings? Suchness. Anyway, suchness. Let's go on. Suchness could be more deeper than this just phenomenal world. Tathātā is merely the way things are, the truth of all things. When Tathātā is seen, or suchness is seen, when you have the wisdom, with eyes of wisdom, you see through a wise eyes, then use the three characteristics of anicca or impermanence. So you can see the three marks of all existence is impermanence, suffering, and then non-self. You see, I've just pasted here. You can apply these three characteristics or marks of existence to everything. So simple, so beautiful. So page has a sharing. If there is suchness of the people around us and in the world, who we hear but are unconscious. It makes me think of the ancient Greek idea of the demons. Demons, like ghosts, spirits that move people. Um, you can say, yeah, they're just unconscious or unawakened yet. 99% of people are unawakened to this understanding of suchness, or the split between consciousness in the consciousness. So you're conscious, then you're conscious of anything, everything, right? Body, mind, and the world. Then there's a split between the consciousness and contents of the consciousness. That's the first split, or subject and object split. This split is the origin of suffering. Most people, they don't touch this level of understanding yet. They study piano, they know how to play soccer, or they know how to invest in business. They know a lot of things, but they don't know this split of consciousness. So that's why awakening is so profound. Once you see this, you see everything very clearly, because now you have total understanding. You see the origin of the world, the origin of I, the origin of suffering, happiness. Everything follows by this true seeing, the first seeing, the first truth, I will say, the primary truth. The whole world is a classroom, so no worry. So there's always people fail. Also, there's always people pass the exam. In the universities, especially the good ones, they set bars to allow most people, or majority of the students, graduates, pass the exam, and the set bars also don't allow really, bad students not pass. Same thing is here, but the awakening is the opposite way. Only very little being, or small portion of being, can awaken to this understanding. It takes me 10 years. 10 years ago, I was awakened. I was like really dumb. I mean, dumb in terms of not unawakening. I still can do it, calculate, reason, right? But I'm talking about awakening. So majority of the world is not awakened yet. It's okay. It's the play of consciousness. The whole planet Earth is a classroom. Think about this: a university that has 8 billion students. Okay, it's a huge, big university, and someone pass, someone fail. That's all. Someone awakened, someone not, and majority of people not awakened. It's not easy. Trust me. It's definitely not easy. The day one when we born into this world, we separate us from the I and the other. You see, it's really kind of original sin. You see, this is a very our instinct. There's I, there's other. Then that's an illusion. How do you help others who have been in a dream, deceived for whole life? They get used to see this is I and this is the other. We have been taught, we have been doing like this. This is I, then there's other. We have been doing this for whole life. It's not easy to change. Take me 10 years of hard working, let's say meditation, reading, sharing, almost at least from the past 10 years, at least 1 to 2 hours of constant investment, let's say investment of time and energy into awakening. Now I arrived here now, still not very stable. I should be frank with you. Still not very stable, but now like majority of my awareness is stable or online. Let's say online. Sometimes I'm offline, sometimes I'm online. But I see my improvement that I'm more online than offline. So I want to share this because this may apply to majority of the awakened being or the ones who are ready to awaken. So this sharing may be helpful for them. So don't blame yourself if you offline a while or for some time. It's very natural. It's so natural. We are told there's other thing to do. There's something to do. We have to study this. We have to study that. Actually, everything you study is yourself. Because again, your awareness has no boundary. Make sense? Can I draw a line that within this line is your awareness, beyond this line is not? Can I join this line? What is a nurturing environment for an awakened person? So, if you're awakened, you don't call your person anymore. I mean, at least you call your being in a body and mind. So you are called, mostly I will use awakened being. You're not individual person anymore. That's the shift of your identity. If you identify you're a person, a body and a mind, you suffer. Because one day this body, this mind, gonna leave you. You cannot hold it. It's impermanent. That's why we talk about these three characteristics of all existences, right? The first one is you see the impermanence. Nothing is permanent. Even diamond will perish. Even this planet Earth will perish. The theory, the sun will last 4 billion years more, and it will become a white, white star, a white dwarf. Sorry, it will burn all its elements. Source energy and die. So no low sunlight, no life on planet Earth too, and it will engulf all 5 or 4 planets, including Mars, and the Earth's planet, and it's uninhabitable, right? So even planet Earth will perish. Say nothing, let alone this only lasting like 100 years a body. If you identify your person, you suffer. Because you say Tathātā. When Tathātā is seen, 3 characteristics or marks will be seen. First one is anicca, impermanence. Nothing is permanent. Or in other words, everything is changing. So if you identify your body and mind, the second characteristic is dukkha, suffering. You suffer. No matter how healthy you are, okay, you will get old. You will get sick and die one day. Me too. I'm not saying, I'm just use the second person here. Once you see the non-self or emptiness, you understand. You have the wisdom to understand yourself. You're not the body-mind. You are the awareness that see all this phenomena world. You can see my image, you can hear my voice, you can feel your body. Who is doing this, or what is doing this? What is experiencing the whole world right now? Is this awareness, how to say, has any shape, size? You know, where, how can I just, oh, here is your awareness, and that is not. And your awareness is square or sphere or, you know, or triangular. Is so, there's no such thing that I can use any shape to describe your awareness. What is nurturing environment? So you meditate like I did. you read the master's book like I did. You follow a teacher. It's so hard because everything in the society or in the world is against this. Teach you how to split your consciousness. In the primary school, you know, secondary school, they are all teaching to do, you know, to draw, to do music, to do chemistry, physics, you know, language, art. All we study is something other than us. You see? Wrong direction. Wrong direction. From kindergarten, we are told to study something other than us. That's a problem. Wrong direction. Imagine you're driving on a highway, 10 kilometers per hour. Now you drive to the wrong way. What will happen? Collision, accident, death. Okay, let's go on. So three characteristics of all the phenomena world is impermanence, dukkha, suffering, like aging, sickness, death. You know, if you have parents, if you have grandparents, of yourself experience some sickness too. We do, right? And specific conditionality is seen. So everyone is very specific or special. Even the twins in the family behaves different. They have the same food, same clothes, same parents, same school, you know, but they just behave different and think different. Why? Because everyone is specific. No one can step into same river twice. You see, everything is changing. And the Tathātā is summary of all of them, all of this. You see, I just repeat: impermanence, suffering, non-self, emptiness, specific conditionality. That's the basically suchness is means. Suchness or Tathātā. So that's in the Theravada. Sorry, my English is not so good. But Mahayana have different, maybe a little bit different understanding. Again, awakening of the face in the Mahayana. You see, I talked about this awakening of faith in the Mahayana 2 days ago, I think. In the very origin, suchness is of itself endowed with sublime attributes. It manifests the highest wisdom. I do agree. It is the highest wisdom. Or you can say it's the primary truth. There's nothing, no truth supreme than this truth. That's why I call it the first truth, the primary truth. Every other things follow this truth. That's we call highest, right? So even gravity, even relativity, general relativity, or of all the scientific discoveries like Einstein's, even electromagnetic field or force follow this highest wisdom. All the science are in the relative truth. They are very helpful, but still it's not complete. Do you follow? Maybe you're good at the piano, maybe you're good at art, maybe you're good at medicine, maybe you're good at anything, or business, investment, but it's only relatively truth, or all relative truth. It's not the highest truth. If you miss this primary truth, I'm so sorry to say, it's like you own a lot of trees in the forest, but you haven't seen the whole forest yet. You may have very good study of the trees, the leaves and branches, but you have never studied the forest, the whole forest yet. I don't know how to use any other metaphors. I'm not good. I'm not denying our speciality. I'm good at acupuncture, right? But if I'm only good at acupuncture, I miss this primary truth, I suffer. Do you follow? There's nothing can beat this discovery. It transcends space and time. Or in other words, everything in space, in the structure of space-time is relative. Every event in the civilizations, like again, the rising of a family, the falling of a kingdom, all the stories, all the dramatic, beautiful stories in the civilization are relative truth. They are beautiful, they are wonderful, but they are not complete. It's like in a forest. There's so many trees. Every tree has beautiful leaves, branches, even flowers, and birds nesting on it. Every tree is beautiful. You can study every beautiful tree, like tree of music, tree of art, tree of science, a tree of medicine, tree of religion. You can study every tree, but if you miss the total forest picture, you suffer. You don't. That's what I'm saying now. And if you are ready to awaken, there's yearning in your heart. There's a authentic, that yearning for freedom. Do you? Maybe you're a millionaire, maybe you're a billionaire, but even billionaires are looking for freedom. They're not free yet. Anyways, beyond numbers of money, right? I always have this yearning. I just want to figure out why I'm here. Why? As a human being, do we have a limitation, or no? The nurturing environment again, consistency of following a teacher, meditation, say goodbye to the unfriendly environment like terrible news just temporarily. Stay away from something that really disturbing you. So you can keep asking, and I will keep reading here too. It manifests the highest wisdom, which shines through the world. Not only world, the whole entire universe, multiverse. The highest wisdom not only apply to planet Earth, not only apply to humanity, okay, but also apply to animal kingdom, animal world. It applies to Mars, to Jupiter, to other galaxies. That's how universal it is. It manifests the highest truth. Suchness or Tathātā, manifests the highest wisdom which shines throughout the universe. It has true knowledge and mind resting simply in its own being. The pure awareness rests in its own being. Ouroboros, I said again, right? Ouroboros is biting its own tail now, resting its own being. It is eternal, blissful, its own self-being and the purest simplicity. Even in science, now they use the singularity, like a black hole. We don't know what's in the black hole because it's so simple, or so singularity. It is invigorating, immutable, free like wind in the sky, even freer. Immutable, it never changes. These properties, like eternity, bliss, enjoy its own being, and the purity, simplicity, infinity, it never changes. It's immutable. That's the highest truth. Because it possesses all these attributes and is deprived of nothing. So it gives birth to everything. Give birth to body, mind. Give birth to feelings, emotions. Give birth to all the applications of science. It gives birth to everything, yet it is not conditioned by anything. Do you follow? I'm talking you. Okay. We are talking us right now. I'm not talking something other than you now. I'm talking about your true nature, my true nature, your Buddha nature, my light within, your light within. The characteristics of heaven or the kingdom of God. We're talking about that thing or this thing. How do you know? I know the words is so weak at this point. All the words lose its power because we are talking, use a limitation of the words to describe something which is unlimited. That's the hardest part, the most difficult part as a language. The best way of teaching is shut up and sit. Realize. That's the best way. Okay, keep reading. So here Tathātā has a close relationship with empty. I just pasted this word here. Tathātā is a natural absence of intrinsic or inherent existence or nature. So again, we back to the three marks of all existence: non-self, right? Impermanence and suffering. So non-self actually is like another word for this emptiness. There's no body and mind actually. There's no body mind to undergo birth and death. Do you follow? Can you understand this one? There's no body and mind to undergo birth and death. Crazy. Buddha's teaching is so deep. It's really hard for our mind. What? He's not saying there's no birth and death. He's saying there's no body and mind to undergo birth and death. In other words, the body you're seeing now, look at your body. I'm looking at my body. The body you're seeing now is an illusion because it's empty. It has no self, non-self. This body is a constant activity in terms of energy, information, and matter. It's unstable. It's always changing. Do you follow? KJ has a share again. I have heard that absence has a different meaning in the East than in the West. That it is less like a void or more like change and elusiveness, and is symbolized by the fox. Okay. Anyway, we're using the English language. Absence is not denial of existence, or emptiness. Let's say emptiness is not the negation of existence. Emptiness is the insight into existence. I have this body, okay? I have it. But in the emptiness, in the understanding of emptiness, this body is a constant activity. There's no self. It is interdepending on the food, on the air, the sunlight, all the minerals from Mother Universe. So it's constant exchange or activity of food, air, sunlight, elements, vitamins, water, or if we put atoms, hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and so all the minerals, right? It's in a constant activity. There's no true self. I can call this body the self. In this body, I mean. Also, in your mind, there's no self here. There's no like inherent self. That's the emptiness. Emptiness, sorry. That's the Buddha's teaching, emptiness. Emptiness has a very close relation with the non-self. I pasted already. So if you identify this body and mind with yourself, then basically one day we're gonna lose this. So we suffer, right? But if you identify you are something behind this body mind, let's say awareness or cosmic intelligence, then you are saved. You are liberated. That's the whole, goal of awakening. You realize you're in the suchness right now. So before you don't realize you're in the suchness, it doesn't matter you realized or not realized. Suchness is always so. Emptiness, non-self, impermanence, suffering, non-duality, oneness, interpenetrating, interdepending, penetrating, depending, coexisting. Tathātā. Let's say this suchness. So suchness has all these attributes or characteristics. Interdepending, I was just interdepending, interpenetrating, coexisting, ever-changing, impermanent. I just repeat this again. But on the other hand, I can use different group of words or vocabularies to describe this suchness, which is the true seeing. Then I use clarity, like clear, like a diamond, a very expensive, like this big size diamond, very clear. Now you are that diamond again. You are that diamond. Are you clear or no? Are you conditioned or no? You are not conditioned, actually, but your mind is conditioned. Your mind don't see the unconditional nature of who you are. I'm here to pointing you to see the truth or your true self. That's my job here. Yeah. Clarity, interconnectivity, you see, interpenetrating, coexisting nature of the suchness. I can use another term, interconnectivity. Maybe you have more feeling about this interconnectivity. Luminosity. So because you have that clarity, also your conscious is growing in your realization. It's like you're so luminous, like a star in the sky, in a blue sky, like summer evening, the star still hanging on. I mean, the sunlight, the sun, so shining and luminous, give birth to everything else on planet Earth. Something like that kind of feeling. Luminosity, clarity, interconnectivity, and you have purity too. you become so pure that nothing can defile you. Do you follow? Nothing can penetrate you to condition you, because you're so pure. Or if I use another word, is you're so simple. Simplicity. No complexity can, can condition you again, can defile you, make you dirty, make you not simple. Now I'm trying to use different groups of words to describe this suchness. I wish you can get it. You are it. So now you have to look back to your characteristics. Wake up to see your true nature. Sorry, there's some mower mowing there. Stability. Yeah, that's another word. You're so stable. You're like a diamond. You're not only clear, you're not only pure, but you are stable now. Nothing can shake you. You know what I'm saying? Nothing can change your state of mind because you're so stable. So this stability also means power. You are so powerful. I mean, power in not political power or financial power. What I'm saying is that's mental stability. Once you got the origin of your life, then you're so powerful. No bombing in the Palestinian and in the wars, no matter it's between Ukraine or Russia, where no matter there's nothing can shake you anymore because you're so powerful. Do you know what I'm saying? You're so stable. The inner strength. The inner strength is so powerful that no other stuff can shake you anymore because you see the truth of everything. That's the suchness, Tathātā. You see, if you reach this suchness or realization of this suchness, how beautiful you are. Again, beauty, yes. Beauty is not attributes of this suchness. You're so beautiful. It's a beauty without any comparison. You're not comparing to any other thing. You're comparing, if there's a comparison, you're comparing with an awakened mind. That's all. You are so beautiful. We are so beautiful. As a human being, we are so beautiful. I mean, I'm not saying that the war is happening now, right? But we do have this potential to awaken. That's the beauty as a human being. There's 10 suchness here. If you want more like detailed information, maybe this will be helpful. I will paste these 10 suchness here, and we can just go through together. The following, so it's in the middle of this Wikipedia link. 10 such, let's start from the first paragraph. The 10 suchnas are a Mahayana doctrine which is important as well as unique to that of Tiantai, so different school lineage Buddhism. The doctrine is derived from passage found within the second chapter of Kumarajiva's Chinese translation, Lotus Sutra. So Lotus Sutra is a big sutra. Anyway, Kumarajiva, I talk about this translator Kumarajiva, which is really how to say very important translator at the early stage of the translation from Sanskrit to to Chinese. So the Kumarajiva's Chinese translation that characterizes the ultimate reality, real mark of all dharmas. So anyway, dharmas here means everything that you can see, hear, touch, smell, taste, and think. It's all called dharmas, especially your feelings, emotions, your visualizations, imaginations, and everything you can see and hear, touch, smell, taste. That's called dharmas, or the phenomena world. So this concept is also known as the 10 reality aspects. So the list of 10 suchness is neither found in Chinese tradition nor in Tibetan edition. Let's go on one last conversation. Rajiva translation. Only a Buddha and Buddha can exhaust their reality, eliminate the suchness of the dharmas. The suchness marks nature, substance, power, functions, causes, conditions, effects, retributions, and absolute identity of their beginning and end. You see, beautiful. It breaks suchness into 10 directions. So the following definition given by English Buddhist Dictionary Committee and describe that each suchness means in more detail appearance or form, nature, and entity, embodiment. So form like color, shape, behavior. The second one, nature, is more like inherent disposition or quality of person or thing that cannot be discerned from the outward appearance. 体相用相 embodiment. And the next is the power. So you can study yourself. Any questions here? So we are studying this 10 suchness. I'll paste here again. Maybe sometimes we need this authentic teaching, to guide us to stay in the course, in the path. That's why I always stick to the Buddha's teaching. But I will also add my commentaries, from my own experience or realization. Clarity. Yeah. Hopefully everyone has that clarity of the seeing the truth of the world. It's so simple. It's so simple. Because of it's so simple, it's so difficult to explain it. Simplicity actually implies complexity. Do you agree? Because one thing is so simple that it is complex at the same time. That's the awakening part. Awakening I'm talking about. You just have to shift your identity from a person to presence. And your presence is always here and now. If you can shift your identity from person to presence, then you are awakened. So you don't need any effort to be present. That's how simple it is. But because it is so simple, you're not stable. Everything in your awareness can disturb you. An image and sound and a dialogue and a news, a war, a relationship. Everything in your life can disturb you because you're present now. So you have to be present again and again and again. But you don't need any effort to be present. You're always present. You're always aware. Do you need your partner to be aware? Do you need Thich Nhat Hanh to be aware? Do you need a Buddha to be aware? You don't need any technique. You don't need a breath control. You don't need meditation. You even don't need wisdom. But you cannot sustain your presence because it's so easy. The words is so has reached its limitation here now. You need someone to explain why. That's why there's teacher. That's why the art of living is written by Thich Nhat Hanh. Otherwise, he won't teach anything because you are present already. You are aware all the time. It's crazy. You are in the suchness right now. You are in the Tao now. You are in the heaven now. You are in the kingdom of God and God now. But because it's so easy, you try to understand this through all kinds of means. It's crazy. I have done this for 10 years. What? Sometimes, wow, Buddha's teaching is so simple, so simple. Non-dualistic, non-duality. Yes, I can understand maybe years ago, but soon I lose myself in the dualistic perception, you see? It's crazy. Sometimes I say God is a free Wi-Fi. It's a free Wi-Fi, so you don't need to pay anything. How much you pay per month for your internet or Wi-Fi? Maybe $100. God is a free Wi-Fi. You don't need to pay anything, okay? That's good. Free. And whatever is a free Wi-Fi without any password. You don't need any password either. If we go to Tim Hortons or whatever, there's a Wi-Fi, you need put the passcode. No, you don't need any passcode to be. You are being already. It's so crazy. It's a free Wi-Fi. It's a free. It's not, no passcode is needed. You don't need to do anything to earn it because you are it. That's the suchness that we are talking about today. You are in suchness. You are the suchness, actually. You are the suchness. Let's say there's no difference between you and suchness. It's crazy. Okay, let's be silent for maybe for 1-2 minutes. Just be present. Enjoy your being. Okay, that's 2 or 3 minutes. So if you want more detailed techniques of about meditation, you can always YouTube my channel. I do see my progress from my more than 400 videos now. So earlier I talked more about meditation, mindfulness. In the middle, I talk more about wisdoms. Now I more talk about realizations. So I do see my progress in at least 400 videos. Sometimes I do review my videos and I'm talking about that thing at that time. But anyway, there's only this suchness, and you are that now, the uppercase N, uppercase O, uppercase W now, the eternal now. So you are in the eternal now. The place you're looking for is the place you're looking from. You have to understand this. You are perfect and complete already. I'm not talking about body-mind. The body-mind never been perfect. I'm talking about your true self, your being, the cosmic intelligence, which give birth to all the science, technology, sentient being, like including humans and animals. Every life is given birth by this cosmic intelligence, and you are that. Don't worry about this body and mind. You're using this body and mind to see that you are beyond this body and mind. That's called awakening. You are using this moment to see that you are timeless. That's called awakening. Using the relatives in forms, in names, in space, in time, in the event, all these things are in relativity. Use all the forms of relativity to transcend. You are timeless, spaceless being. You are the consciousness only. You are conscious now, and you will be conscious in the past, in the future lives. That's the only thing you have to identify. You are the consciousness only. And the whole cosmic intelligence is conscious, or consciousness and the cosmic intelligence is synonymous. Is a two different words, but talking about same thing. Use the body-mind to awaken, and use the body-mind to serve, love, care. I think that's all for today. Thank you. Thank you, James. We're beautiful soul. You're beautiful cosmic visitors. We are. Do you like shooting star? They are cosmic visitors, right? Or Earth planet visitors. We are visitors. Now, we're not only visitors. We are the source of visiting. We're a region of visiting. Okay. I can. Okay, maybe next time. Yeah. Thank you. Bye now. See you tomorrow. I'm online around this time, 12, maybe 1, maybe 11:30 Vancouver time. Yeah. Thank you.